Okay, we're going to just look at very, very simple starting ratios and what a ratio is and how you simplify ratios. So first of all, simplifying a ratio. When you're asked to simplify a ratio, and we might have something like 12 dot dot 12 to 20, we look for the highest common factor that divides into both numbers. So although 2 divides into both those numbers, 4 is the highest common factor, so I'm going to divide both by 4. So when I divide this by 4, I get 3. When I divide this one by 4, I get 5. These two numbers are whole numbers or integers. So let's just do another one. Simplify the ratio 14, 21, and 49. So I'm looking for a number that goes into 14, 21, and 49, and that's 7. And in fact, that is the highest common factor. So I'm going to divide everything by 7. So divide this by 7, I get 2. Divide the 21 by 7, I get 3. And divide 49 by 7, and I get 7. So that's very simple. Simplifying a ratio, and notice all these are whole numbers. So I've got some to practice here. Simplify the ratio 25, 35, so on. I've got to pause the video and have a go, and I'll do the answers. So 5 goes into both of these, so if I divide both of them by 5, I get 5, 7. 6 goes into both of these, so I get 3, 4. And 9 goes into all of these, so I get 3, 5, and 7. So in all of these, as I simplified, and I've said it once before, you get integers, whole numbers. But we're going to have a look at what happens if we're asked to write a ratio in the form 1 to n. So you started off with 6 and 10, and now you've got this one as 1, and you're trying to find n here. Well, you've taken 6 and you've divided it by 6 to get the 1. So you're going to take the 10 and divide it by 6 as well. So I'll probably do this one in my head. Let's do 10 divided by 6, and we get 1.66. Or if I was to simplify that, it'd be 1.67. So 6 to 10 is 1 to 1.67. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, it might be for questions like this. In a school, there are 23 teachers for 410 students. In school B, there are 42 teachers for 790. Which school has the better ratio? So let's take the first ratio, which is 23 to 410. I'm going to divide by 23 to make it 1 there. So I'm going to take the 410 and divide it by 23. It gives me 17.8. So the second one is 42 to 790. So I want to divide by 42 to get 1. So I'm now going to divide the 790 by 42 as well. And the ratio is 18.8. Now, if you're talking about school, you want the smaller ratio because you want there to be more teachers per student. So this one is better, so school A is better ratio. And this is just showing a use of where we might want to go 1 to n. Okay, on this page here, I've got 3 questions. You can pause the video and I will do all 3 questions. So the first one is simply 1, 2, and I take the 100 and I divide by 13. 1 to 7.69. The second one I'm going to divide by 8. So 68 divided by 8, 8.5. And the last one is similar to the school question. Bank A has 72 customers an hour and 5 cashiers open. So the ratio is 5 to 72. And Bank B has 6 to 85. So 5 to 72, we're just going to take 72 and divide it by 5. So it's 1 cashier per 14.4 customers, and this one I'm going to divide by 6 to give 14.1 or 14.2. So I think I would rather come to this bank, slightly less. Bank B has slightly less minutes waiting time or cashiers open. So that's really just an introduction to ratios and simplifying ratios.